Hello and welcome back. Today we're having a quick drive test and review with a Skoda Kodiaq, which isn't brand new. It's from 2022. It has a 2-liter diesel engine, 150 horsepower, 360 newton meters of torque, a DSG dual clutch transmission. It's all-wheel drive with Haldex. It has an engine which is mounted transversely. I like it because it's very big and you have lots of clever features, as Skoda likes to call. Features like this. When you open the door, you have this little protection which comes out so you won't hit the doors. And it goes back seamlessly when you close the door. You have this on all 4 doors, but unfortunately this one has been broken. What a shame. It has plenty of features in my opinion. Heated steering wheel, heated seats in the front, in the back. You have a fully heated windscreen. You have virtual cockpit. You have sat nav. You have blinds, tinted windows. You have electrically powered boot. The boot is very big, over 800 liters. Parking sensors, you have a parking assistant. And this car is for sale. It's from a friend, basically, who is selling it for 23,400 euros. It's a used car, which is in good condition. And in my opinion, the Kodiaq is excellent value for money because you get a lot of space, you get decent performance. It's practical. You can use it within the city, in a place like this. If you want to go skiing, if you want to go a little bit of off-road, if you have 3 kids, if you want to go on long trips, it's an all-arounder. It's a great all-arounder, which I like. It's affordable, it has low maintenance, wheels aren't that big, the engine isn't that big, fuel consumption is great. It's around 7 liters per 100 kilometers on average. That's the long-term fuel economy. I don't know for how many kilometers, but that's the average long-term fuel consumption. You have LED headlights, great ground clearance. It's pretty dynamic. It doesn't feel that sluggish. It has plenty of power and torque to keep it moving. Doesn't feel slow. Doesn't feel that heavy. It weighs around 1700 kilograms, 1.7 tons, and it also has a decent towing capacity. You can tow around 2000 kilograms. So you can tow a trailer and go on a vacation, no problem. Or if you want to tow something you need to carry, a motorcycle, construction materials, you name it. However, I can see it does not have a towing hook, so you have to mount it. Some have from the factory, some you can fit afterwards. You also have keyless access on all 4 doors. Some Japanese cars have only in the front. Skoda and other brands have on all 4 doors. Overall, I like it. I think it's in great condition. And pro tip, when you purchase a used car which has 200 plus thousand kilometers and those kilometers have been driven fast, I mean in a short period of time, in 3 years, this car is from 2022, we are in 2025, so 3 years, 213,000 kilometers means around 70,000 kilometers per year. That's a pretty high amount of kilometers for 1 year. This means that this vehicle has been serviced almost every 3 months, which means that the car has been used only extra-urban or highway, which is great. The worst kilometers you can put on a vehicle are those in the city. Lots of starts and stops, lots of heat ups, lots of hours of functioning and less kilometers. When you have extra-urban or highway kilometers, it's the opposite. You make a lot of kilometers for a lower amount of hours of functioning. So when you're buying a used vehicle with over 200,000 kilometers and those kilometers have been done extra-urban, it's in good condition. If you purchase a car which has 10, 15 years and it has 200,000 kilometers, that car is a lot more used than a car like this. So if you see a great deal for a vehicle, 2, 3, 4 years with over 200,000 kilometers and it looks in great condition, you should buy it because wear is minimal. To be honest, this vehicle is barely used in the interior. No scratches, no damages, nothing broken, no stains. Everything looks great. Except this and except this, which should be painted or replaced. And I've seen also some small chips on the hood from all kinds of debris, dirt, small stones, which get into contact at higher speeds and can harm your hood or other parts of the car. This is another sign that the car has been driven at higher speeds, extra urban, and not in the city. In the city, if you drive with low speeds, you can't get these chips. These chips are from driving at high speeds. And I like this car a lot. Skoda is value for money. If you want a great car for your family, you should go for a Kodiaq, Octavia, Superb, Kodiaq, Kodiaq. I like Skoda. Value for money. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.